Hey guys, welcome back. It's week 4 and I've lost some more weight. So only 100 grams this week. So I got on the scales, I was 74.4. Last week I was 74.5. So 100 grams. So, it's to be expected. I'm not too concerned about it. So next week I will redo my weight and do some measurements. But I'm feeling that my body is starting to shrink slightly. I'm feeling thinner on the inside. I don't know if you can understand that, but I just feel thinner throughout my tummy, on the inside. I feel like my core is getting a lot stronger, pelvic floor for that matter as well. I mean, I have 3 children, so pelvic floor is a little bit shot. It's actually getting a little bit stronger. So still no star jumps yet, but we are getting there. I mean, I can do some, but can't do a lot. So that's progress. And so I'm excited that there was some weight came down, and I just think it's a little bit of a plateau at the moment, and that's fine. That's fine. I understand all that, and I'm not disappointed by it. So it's 100 grams, and it's a win. So I'll take that. So I'm just going to up the ante a little bit for the next week in regards to my food intake and also my exercise. So I'm going to ensure that I'm getting enough protein in my every meal. So I want protein at breakfast, protein at lunch, protein for a snack, and protein for dinner. And I probably had a little bit extra food this week, which probably added to me not losing a lot of weight. I was quite tired this week, and I did get a little bit lazy there with sticking to my plan. So I only have myself to blame. I did lose 100 grams. I probably could have lost more, but I probably didn't do the right things that I should have done. So I had a sneaky little biscuit here and a sneaky little biscuit there, and but anyway, it's all good. It's all data, and I'm not going to feel guilty for it. I'm not going to feel bad about myself because of that. I'm only human. We're all only human, and these things happen, and that's why I'm doing this journey. So you can see that I am a personal trainer with a diploma in fitness. I am a nutrition coach. I'm a qualified nutrition coach. So, I know all the things that I should be doing, and I still stuff up here and there, and that's fine. I just write it down as data. And, this week I'll be much more, organized is the word I'm looking for. So, I was a little bit unorganized last week, just busy with work and tired. I just had a really, really tired week last week. I was just smashed at work, every day, and then coming home and, getting the dinner ready for the family, and, lunches and all that sort of stuff. And it was just, I just had one of those weeks where, I was quite tired. I even had a little nanny nap here on the lounge, last Wednesday, and nearly missed, I was late getting to the gym to teach my boxing class. My little girl with a curl woke me up and said, "Mum, it's 28 past 5. I'm like, "What? It's 28 past 5, Mum?" I said, "It is not," because she always jokes around with me. "Mum, it's 28 past 5. And I got up and I looked and I was like, shit, I've got to be at work in 2 minutes to teach a class. Luckily, I only live about 8 minutes away, so I could get there. Just had to ring the instructor that was on at the time to, get the class started, and I'll be there. Within 5 minutes. So, but oh well, I tell you, that hasn't happened ever. So I must have been quite tired. So anyway, back to the drawing board again this week, and hopefully that the the weight loss comes down. So what I've done today, I've actually cleaned out my cupboard. So we're going to go over to my cupboard and I'm going to show you what I've done. So come for a walk with me. So this is my cupboard. I'm just going to open it up. So I might turn the camera around. Maybe I can't, I don't know. I'm not very good with technology, so I do apologise. But hopefully I can get everything in my cupboard to show you. So I've taken all of the processed foods out. They're all my, well, they're not all my vitamins, but they're just vitamins and Band-Aids and all that sort of crap. That's exciting. But you know, I've got B, C, double A's there that I take. I have that before a workout sometimes when I don't have a lot of energy, and sometimes during a workout, but I always have it after a workout. It's just great for protein synthesis, so it helps with muscle recovery. So this is a really good, and muscle growth, so it's really good. You know, after we exercise, we tend to you know, we damage our muscles, so we put stress on our body and we damage our muscles slightly, which is a normal thing, and it's a good thing. It's you know, unless you push too hard, but no, it's a good thing. So you get little slight micro tears in your muscle, you know. So then after, and this is the reason why you get sore after a workout, is after that those little micro tears fill up with fluid, and they what's that word I'm looking for? Oh God, expand slightly if you would, but they swell up, and you know, and then that's why you get a little bit of soreness in your muscles because of the micro tears. And it should only last, you know, a day or two. If it's lasting 5 days, guys, that's not good at all. And if that's the case, and you're seeing a trainer, you need to speak to that trainer and say, look, you know, I shouldn't be sore for 5 days after my workout. That's just not normal. You know, they're obviously pushing you too hard, and you're doing stuff that you are not ready for yet. So, you know, a day or two is fine. Usually you find it's the second day after your workout. So if you've worked out on Monday, you might not start getting sore until, say, Tuesday night, you know, early Wednesday morning, and then that should only last for 2 days. A bit of stretching, light walking, you know, sometimes getting back into the gym and just doing, you know, a walk on the treadmill or a row or something like that will, you know, loosen you up, stretch it out. That'll help you to loosen everything up. But 5 days, that's not a good sign. Okay, so just remember that. But you know, if you're working out really hard, it's a really good idea to take branched chain amino acids. And I use Max's Lab Series. I mean, it's in the men's part, but women can take it. I mean, they don't actually make a one for women. They do Maxines, but it's in with other stuff. So this is pure branched chain amino acids. So that's what I'm sort of looking for. So if you can get a pure one, you know, it's a lot better than, you know, going with something that's mixed in with something else. Yeah. So anyway, I'll turn you back around to my cupboard. So as you can see, oh, there's a bit of alcohol up there. Don't worry about that. That's for the weekend. I do have a pure natural protein. I don't know why they're up there. That's my mother-in-law's wine glass. But yeah, I do have a pure natural protein there. Hopefully you can see that. And I don't have that all the time. Just every now and then when I'm in a rush. So, and that's quite nice actually. It's good for vegans. There are natural fat burners in it. It's dairy and lactose free, and it is gluten free, which is nice. And it's white chocolate. It's quite nice actually. It's quite yummy. And anyway, so we've got over here, you know, raw peanut butter, Maver's raw peanut butter. Not a lot of stuff in that. The Nutella is hidden over there. Where is it? Oh, there's the lid. There's the Nutella. That's my husband's, not mine. But shh. Don't tell me where it is. All right. So, you know, as you can see on this shelf, it's my daughter's little, you know, stuff. I eat these. I love them. Black rice crackers. They're organic. They're really yummy. They're anytime. It's Thailand's rice berry. So anytime I want something crunchy, I just go and grab one of those. They're fantastic. They really are. They're quite yummy. Yeah, there's oats. I have some Wheat Bix every now and then. There's no bread. I don't eat bread. So, you know, my body doesn't like bread, so I just don't eat it. Every now and then I might have some sourdough multigrain bread, but that's about it. And then coming down to here, and you've got, you know, my cans of wrong one. So there's all my, you know, whole grain pastas. I've got, you know, tuna in there. Oh, my husband loves these things, mushy peas. I'm like, not a fan, but anyway, he likes them, so he eats them. I don't. You know, and then different sauces and organic extra virgin olive oil. My husband's gravy. You know, I've got quinoa. Love quinoa. That's actually nice to have instead of rice. You know, if you're not really wanting to have rice, that's quite good. And then we get down to here. Oh, there's my baking. You know, I have a 10-year-old, so I do have to bake every now and then. I'm not the best baker, but, you know, we have a go. You know, and then I've got all of my nice healthy stuff here. My cacao, my maca. There's my linseeds, sunflower seeds. Can you see that? There you go. My nuts, my seeds in there. Ready to go, just to grab a handful out. You know, and then the next level is just dog food, so you don't want to look at that. So there you go. So cleaned it all out. Got all the crap out of there. I'm not sure that my husband and daughter are going to be too happy, but, you know, they'll live. All right, let's close that up. And then my fruit bowl, I do need some more fruit. So always, where are we? Fruit bowl, there you are. So there's my fruit bowl. All I've got left is oranges and tomatoes and a pomegranate, which I've never tried. So I'm going to try that this week and try a pomegranate and see what I like. But yeah, usually it's full of apples and grapes and all that sort of stuff, but they're all been eaten. So that's a good sign. So when I go and get my veggies on Saturday, I'll need a whole heap. Yeah, and then fridge. So I'll show you what's in my fridge. Pretty exciting stuff today, guys. Hey, so we've got there's my oh god, this is so hard to do this way. Okay, so there's my Greek yogurt. I get YoPro, which has got 15 grams of protein in it, and there's my Icelandic yogurt there. So I actually think it's a natural yogurt, not a Greek yogurt. But anyway, either way, big bit of watermelon. You know, and then you get down to, you know, my daughter with the juices. Oh, and we've got cake today because it's my daughter's birthday. So she's 10 today. So, you know, and then I've got my flaxseed oil that I have because I love that stuff on my salad. And that's about it, I think. Oh, eggs. Got eggs. Got to have your eggs. They're always good for you. All right. I think it's enough look at my food. I mean, you know, not exciting. But anyway, so I just thought I'd show you that. So I got a little bit, you know, antsy because of, you know, that I'd only lost 100 grams. I thought, right, that's it. I'm just cleaning all of the crap out of there. You know, I talk about like packaged food and processed food and all that. And, you know, my husband loves his snacks. But, you know, he has cut down, which is really good. So, you know, I have to give him credit for that because he has cut down. He used to buy chocolate and chips and this and that. And now he has cut down. So he's getting a little bit healthier as well, which is good. And, you know, it's good for our daughter because I just find that processed food is no good for a little kid's brain. You know, they need those natural whole foods to help them learn better and just perform better, you know, generally. So sleep better, all that sort of stuff. And, you know, if it's good for us, it's good for them. You know, and you can eat as much of it as you want. So, yeah, so anyway, that's exciting stuff. But what I want to talk to you today is I get a lot of clients talking to me in the gym about snacking after dinner and saying that, you know, that's probably the hardest part is when they're trying to lose weight, is that snacking after dinner. And, you know, I understand that because that is something that I struggle with as well. You know, years and years ago, I used to be a smoker, and I smoked for, oh geez, I can't even think how long I smoked for. All I know, I think I must have been, and this is terrible to say, and I'm really disgusted in myself, but I think I was 10 when I started to smoke. You know, I was born in 1971, so you know, back in those days it was like, oh yeah, it's cool, it's a thing to do. No one knew of the health, the damages to your health from smoking. It was portrayed as a I don't know, a cool thing to do, I guess. And I had friends that smoked, and you know, I was quite athletic, and I was into my sport and all of that. So stupid me for taking that habit up. And then it took me until 2002. So until I was, oh God, I must have been 30. So 20 years maybe I smoked for. You know, and I would smoke a packet a day, and oh God. You know, they got to the point where, I don't know what they cost now, but I got to the point they cost $10 a packet, and that was quite expensive back then. And but I just got to the point where I just got sick of it. It was making me feel sick. I didn't want to do it anymore. So you know, I gave up, and just cold turkey, just spoke. I just talked to myself all the time. You know, I would get the urge to smoke, and it was hard because back then, you know, you could smoke in restaurants, you could smoke in clubs and pubs and things like that. You used to be able to smoke on planes and trains and all that sort of stuff. So I was around a lot of people that smoked. I actually worked in, I was a bar attendant, and I worked in a pub back then. So, you know, I'm serving people and they're smoking around me. So the temptation was always there, and you know, but I would just say to my brain, you don't want it, you don't want it, you know, and over time, just saying that and saying that and saying that, you know, after probably a month, it was probably the hardest month of my life ever, but I got through it, and I didn't have a cigarette, and that was it, you know. After that, the urges were less. The temptation was less. It was a much easier, you know, process to go through. So, you know, and within, say, 3 months, that was it. It was like I wasn't a smoker, and I couldn't stand the smell of it then. I was like one of those reform smokers, like, oh my God, that is so bad for you. I was like, they stink. Those people stink. And how do women walk around smoking and spray perfume on themselves and think that they smell nice? Because you don't. And I used to smell like that. I mean, fair income. Anyway, so, you know, so I got through that. And it was just telling my receptors in my brain that I didn't want it, because for every addiction we have, whether it be smoking, whether it be drugs, whether it be alcohol, some people have a sex addiction. I'm not sure about that. I don't know how that works. You know, or food addictions, you know, or certain foods. Could be a chocolate addiction, could be, you know, it could be Coke, it could be like, you know, Coca-Cola, drinking Coke all the time. You know, when I grew up, I knew somebody that had a Coca-Cola addiction, and you know, he eventually died. You know that. So, if you can't, if you have the will to stop something, you will do it, and that is the point of this. Is that if you have the will and you want to, you will do it, but it has to come down to you wanting it. You can't do it because, you know, Jack said you have to stop doing this, or you have to stop eating this. If you've got a trainer that says you can't have that, you can't have that, what are you going to do? I know what I would do. I'd say, stuff you. I'll eat what I want. And then the more you tell me not to have something, the more I'm going to go to it. So it's the same as kids. You know, if you have children and you don't like their friends, and you say, oh, honey, you can't hang out with Jerry anymore. Well, they're just going to do that behind your back. Pretend you like their friend, and eventually they'll work it out. All right? Because they're the ones that have to not want to hang around Jack, not you. You can't tell them what they need. Only you can tell you what you need and what you want. And only you can make the difference in your life, okay? No one else can do it for you, only you. This is such an important thing to remember when you are on any sort of journey, weight loss, whether it be drug rehabilitation, whether it be alcohol rehabilitation, you are the one that will do it. Eventually, it's you, all right? So essentially, it comes down to your will. So, and I know not everybody has a strong will, okay, and I understand that, but you can make yourself strong, all right, by talking to yourself all the time. And I know that sounds crazy. I'm talking to myself right now. Anyway, I hope someone's listening and putting thumbs up, and I hope this is helping somebody. I really do, because this is the idea of why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, you know, there are little tricks you can do to trick your mind, okay? Because there are receptors in your brain that are for addiction. And if you're used to, you know, doing something, it becomes a habit. So let's not say it's an addiction. Let's just say it's a habit. So, you know, I had a habit of smoking. So I stopped that habit. And I spoke to myself every day. Every day I wanted to pick up a cigarette and light it up and smoke it. I would say no. You don't want it. You do not want this. And even if I had to say that 5 times to stop my brain thinking of it, and for my brain to say, okay, you win, I don't want it. I had to do that. And it worked over time. It took time. It's not going to happen overnight. None of this stuff ever happens overnight. It's going to take time, okay? And it's perseverance, you know, and consistency. So consistently saying to yourself, no, Jane, I don't want that chocolate. My body doesn't want it. I don't want it. You know, you can tell yourself a whole heap of reasons why you don't want it if you want. That's up to you. Or you can just say, I don't want it. I don't want it. As soon as it said, I don't want it, because it's not a need. Your body doesn't need it. Your body just craves it. And that's what these sort of habits and addictions, that's what happens. Your brain is craving it because you're thinking of it in your mind. So as soon as you say, I don't want it, try to distract yourself. Try to distract yourself from that. There was a study done years and years ago, back in the 70s, I think it was, these kids, they put them in a room, and these, I think they were psychologists or something, they came in with whatever, they were scientists or psychologists, one or the other. Don't quote me on that, what they were, but what happened was a fact, is they gave these kids one marshmallow each, and they said, okay, so Johnny, you can eat that, or you can wait 5 minutes and you can be rewarded with a second one. So they walked out of the room and left them with that thought. I think majority of the kids ate it straight away. They couldn't help themselves. Some kids distracted themselves for a little while and then eventually gave in and ate it. But then there was probably, maybe not even a third, I don't think. There might have been a third of the kids distracted themselves that much that after the 5 minutes they still hadn't eaten that marshmallow. So, you know, they got rewarded with a second marshmallow. So the idea of that was to, okay, so you can take this as, a reward straight away and not worry about, down the track of getting a better reward. So you can just take this now and that's it, you're done. Or you can wait and distract yourself and get a better reward down the track. So it's the same as weight loss, okay? So, we can try that, quick weight loss. So it's like, yeah, you're going to have abs in 5 days or whatever bullshit people try to bloody feed you. It's all bullshit. You can't have abs in 5 days, for crying out loud. There's no way that can happen, 5-minute abs or this or that. A lot of people, they want to take the easy way out because they see no other way. But if you take your time and do it properly, then you're going to get your abs, down the track. and they're going to be sustainable abs. They're not going to be 5-minute abs. I'll get it for 5, and then they're gone. They're, it's like there's no magic pill to weight loss. Okay, there never will be. There's always, it's just hard work and eating healthy. I mean, we can take all these pills. I've done this before. I've taken skinny pills. I've taken this. I've taken that. But if you don't change the way you eat and the way you think about food, then it's never going to work. Okay. The idea is to change the way you think about food and what you eat, because essentially you need good food going in, so natural whole foods going into your body to make everything in your body internally work the right way. Your heart, your kidneys, your liver, your lungs, all of that sort of stuff, all those organs, your brain, everything, your eyes, your teeth, your skin, your nails, your hair, everything has to work optimally. We can feed ourselves with all this processed crap, but it's not helping our insides. And still take a skinny pill and think we're going to lose weight. No, you're not. It's not going to happen. Okay? So, tricks to help you are the one that I spoke about giving up smoking, giving up anything really, is to tell yourself you don't want it. Now, if you say that enough, your brain is going to not want it after a while. But you have to stick with it, and it's tough going, okay? So it takes you a good month of continually and consistently saying, I don't want it, I don't want it, I don't want it. Because, your brain is strong. Your mind is a strong, bloody organ. It really is. The strength of the mind is amazing. So if you can override it and tell it consciously you don't want that, then you will build more strength through your mind, okay, and you'll be able to within a month not even think about that. You won't even think about having chocolate after dinner. And that was my point that I was getting to, was after I gave up smoking, I substituted, which was wrong of me to do, with chocolate. Okay, so after dinner, instead of having a cigarette, I would have some chocolate. So then that became a habit. So then I had to break that habit, and a sugar habit is such a hard habit to break. It really is. It's like, I think I talked about this in an early, I don't know if I did or not, but I may have. But it's like a drug. Sugar is like a drug, and it lights the brain up like cocaine. The scientists have done studies on this, and it's mental. It really is. And we're giving that to our children. So we need to stop doing that as well. It's not good, and this is why places like McDonald's sell so much of their crappy food, is because it's full of sugar and it's full of salt. So you have it and you want more, because when you have sugar, you crave sugar. You want more sugar. You want more and more. So if you go without processed sugar, now I'm talking about processed sugar, guys. I'm not talking about natural sugar that's in honey or fruit, okay? I'm talking about processed sugar. If you don't have that, your body doesn't need it anyway, so you don't need to have it, and your body won't crave it. So after a month, your body's not going to crave that sugar. And the funny thing is that if you do have, a sugar, like a piece of chocolate or even a drink of soft drink, you will taste the chemicals in that food or that drink. It won't taste like it did, when you had it all the time. Because I don't know what it is, but you just taste the chemicals. I had a sip of lemonade one day. My husband had a lemonade, and I had a sip of it, and I'm like, oh, yuck, that tastes terrible. And he turned around and he said, it's because it's got no vodka in it. That's why. I said, no, it's not. Maybe it was. I don't know. But no, it tasted chemical. It tasted like chemicals. It didn't taste anything like lemonade used to taste. It tasted like chemicals. So, Anyway, so, it's... I just think that, these processed sugar, it's doing nothing for our body anyway, except for building a ring of fat around our stomachs, which is really hard to get rid of. once we've got it, and you've got to work hard to get rid of it. So if you can do that little thing of just saying, I don't want it, I don't want it, I don't want it, and then teach your brain that you don't want it. Your body responds to that. At first, yes, you're going to be lethargic and you're going to be tired. Well, lethargic and tired are the same thing. Sorry, I repeated myself then. You'll get headachy, okay? But if you drink plenty of water, it should only last 3 days, at the most 5 days. It's a detox, guys, and it's normal, okay? You'll probably feel moody as well, okay? Depending on how much sugar you have, processed sugar you have in your diet. So drinking lots of water, if you're going to give it up, drinking lots and lots of water to flush out all of that out of your body. I don't like to say detox because our body naturally detoxes every day anyway. We don't need to go on these detox diets either. That's another subject for another day, which we'll go into. But yes, our body naturally does it anyway. So other tricks, I've just written a few down so I don't forget. So eating slowly every meal. If you can only fit one meal in a day of eating slowly, do that, that's fine. Take 20 minutes to eat that meal. Take a bite, put your knife and fork down, or if you're eating a wrap or whatever, put it down. So take a bite, put it down. Enjoy your food, you know, like savor it because it's delicious, and you really should experience, you know, the flavor, the texture, everything about that food. You really should. When we eat fast, we don't notice these things. So take your time, eat it slowly, and notice what you notice about food. You know, write it down. What did I notice about that? What flavors came, you know, on my tongue? What exploded in my mouth, like, you know, as in flavors. So, and enjoy your food. Really enjoy your food because it's nourishing your body. So you should enjoy it. You know, it shouldn't just be Eat it slowly and enjoy it, okay? And you'll lose weight doing that because you won't eat as much. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's all I do. All right. So another thing to do is, if you're a snacker after dinner, is to brush your teeth. So once you've had your dinner, tidy up, whatever you do. I don't know if you've got a dishwasher or whatever, pack the dishwasher or wash up. I'm the dishwasher at home. I'm just got to teach my 10-year-old now that she can wash up, and get her onto that, so she'll be my dishwasher. We don't have a dishwasher, so yeah, I just wash up by hand. And yeah, so do that, whatever you need to do after dinner, get it all sorted, then go in and brush your teeth, because once you've brushed your teeth, you got that minty fresh flavour in your mouth. You don't really want to eat or drink soft drink anyway after that. You drink water, it's quite nice. And drink plenty of water. So, you know, have a glass of water before every meal, and maybe a couple of sips in between your meal. If you need to have something to drink while you're eating, I don't, but some people do, and I understand that. And then have, you know, water after your meal as well. And then just tell yourself again, you don't need, it's going to creep in, all right? I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's going to creep in for a little while, for at least a month. You just have to keep saying, I don't want it. Now, listen, if you give in here and there, don't feel bad about yourself, okay? You're only human. So we all give in every now and then. But, you know, just try to stay strong. And just do your best, you know, just do a little bit better every day. So, you know, do a little bit better today than you did yesterday. Tomorrow, do a little bit better tomorrow than you did today. You know, just go on the continuum and just slowly get, you know, better with your eating habits and that sort of thing, like not eating after dinner. So just do your best. That's all you can do, is do your best. And remember, it's up to you. It's up to you. It's not up to anybody else, okay? If you want to do it, you'll do it. You know, you shouldn't do it for anybody else. You should do it for yourself, and you should really want it, okay? It's no good that if your husband wants you to do it or your children want it for you, you have to want it for you, okay? Or if your wife wants it for you, you have to want it. If you don't want it, it's like, you know, the old saying that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. It's so true, okay? And in this instance, we are the horse. All right, we can be led, but if we don't want to do it, we're not going to do it. Okay, I want to do this, so I'm doing it. And I'm doing it with my heart and soul, and I'm hoping to, by doing these videos and just talking to you guys, and I know this one's a long one, I'm sorry about that, but I'm just hoping that it comes across as something that you can do, and it's simple. It's simple, okay? Just takes a little bit of hard work and a bit of consistent effort. That's all it is. So, but anyway, I think that's all I want to talk to you about today. I'm going to actually do a home exercise program soon, so probably within this week I shall get that done. It's just trying to find time in between things, but I think I've got a little bit of time tomorrow, so I'll smash out a bit of a workout tomorrow and show you what you can do at home. You don't need a gym. There's a lot of body weight stuff you can do, and 20 minutes tops. Or you can break it up into, if you've got 10 minutes or 5 minutes, you can do it 4 times a day for 5 minutes. And it just depends. I'll go through beginner to advanced and all of that stuff. So, and if you've got any injuries or anything like that, I'll go over modifying things and stuff like that. So I'm excited to do that. It's going to be a little bit different to what I'm doing now, so it's it's good. Anyway, that's all I have to say. So thank you. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I know this was a long one, but I hope you got something out of it. Even if you take one thing away, I've done my job. So, and that's all I want, is just to help people and empower people to be able to do this for themselves. So I don't think I've got anything else to say, but I will say bye now. So if you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. Just leave me a comment as well. You might want me to talk about something else to do with weight loss journey. You might have some questions. If you've got any questions, ask me questions. I'm happy to answer. And a lot of the time I'm looking at it on my phone, so I don't get the comments until I'm on my computer. So if I haven't answered you, please don't be disappointed. I will get to it. It's just that I don't always have a lot of time to check out my computer. It's only when I've got days off that I can actually get on my computer and suss everything out. So I don't know why they don't come through on my phone, but I usually find them on my computer. So, leave me a comment or ask me a question, anything. I'm happy to, talk to you guys and answer any questions you have. And if you want me to touch on a certain topic, just let me know and I can do that for you. So I will post this up, and I shall see you tomorrow when I do my exercise, home exercise program for you guys. All right, thanks guys. Bye. Have a great day. See ya.